Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined with Steve Aimable. Now, sir, I want to start off first and foremost. Nice little moment with Errol Hawani talking about your little honourable mention and the conversation you had with Mads after the fight. Can you go into the conversation you and Mads after the fight? Obviously, you were talking about quite a bit there. Not all of it was on camera. What was that moment like when you two were chatting about the fight?
Um, yeah, it was nice. You know what I mean? He's always knew he was a nice guy, but seeing him out of that sort of thing is how how you should be with all your opponents. You know what I mean? We're all in there just to for a sport. Really, we're all just competing. There shouldn't be any you know shittiness between each other, and sort of just saying how much it was a good fight, sort of thing. And that was it. Really, what you saw on the camera was pretty much most of the whole exchange sort of thing. Just him congratulating me congratulating him, and sort of just going back and forth like that. Really, that was basically it.
Nice, yeah. I've interviewed Mads in the past. He's a good egg. I've got a lot of time for Mads. He's a funny character as well.
Yeah, he is. It's the thing. On following him on Instagram now, as you do, but just seeing all his what he posts up and that, he's always having a laugh, having a messing about with his mates and sort of thing, and just enjoying life, and that's what it should be.
And obviously, with that fight in your mind, you obviously went back to the drawing board with some kind of corrections here and there. What was the biggest part of that fight that you learned in?
Don't put too much. Don't. I was just putting too much pressure on myself. I was thinking past that fight and sort of if I beat Mads, what can come, and all of this lot and sort of thing. I had it in my head, beat Mads, and sort of I should be in the UFC for this London card. Um, that's all I had in the back of my head, and I think it sort of just just put too much pressure on myself. And then when I didn't make the weight, it just then I sort of just put the fire out, and I was still up for the fight, and I still really wanted to do the fight, but just I don't know, I didn't really feel that what I'm saying now until after the fight, until I look back on it and how I was different out the back. At the time, I didn't really notice it, but looking back now, how I felt, how I was warming up, and everything like that, just it wasn't how I normally, how I normally act or how I normally feel for the last, I don't know, a couple of years, sort of things, since I've been on this good run. Just, yeah, just completely different. So I've learned just to sort of this fight camp, sort of taking all the pressure off myself, sort of thing, just enjoying it again. Like I shouldn't. It's 2 weeks out from the fight, and I'm sort of taking a week away with the wife and my little one, sort of thing. It was pre-booked before the fight was announced, so it's not as if I've gone out, fuck it, let's go on a holiday. I don't need to train or something like that. It's just it was pre-booked sort of thing, and you know, all the hard work's basically done now, and I'm sort of just still keeping on top of the training while I'm here, but I'm still, enjoying the family time and sort of staying relaxed.
And you're getting a bit of recovery, I suppose. Then your body's getting a bit of time to knock any knocks and bruises during a camp that you'd normally get anyway.
Yeah, no, I've been pretty good for this one. Sort of my last few fight camps, I haven't really had any niggling injuries, which most fighters will say, "Oh no, there's always some sort of injury," but I haven't had anything for this one, so I'm feeling really good.
Nice, nice. And obviously Perry is a guy who brings a fight. When he comes in there, he likes to swing, likes to throw down. I think I want to say he's a purple belt. I think it's a purple belt. Obviously, that's something to look out for on the ground. What I imagine you've maybe seen his scraps or fights before. Is there much about him you know?
Uh, he likes to dance about a lot. He's got some power in his hands. There's no denying that, and he normally connects with sort of if you come in sloppy, sort of leans back and it's his sort of his left hook and sort of catches you on the way in, sort of thing. So as long as I've got my hands up, sort of thing, I'm not rushing anything. There's There's no reason why, I can't stand with anyone on the feet, sort of thing. And I'm comfortable everywhere, really. Obviously, my jiu-jitsu isn't as good as some of the guys out there, sort of thing. But I'm comfortable in all areas, and the last few guys that are jiu-jitsu guys haven't really tried to take me down because my wrestling's too good, as I found out with Mads, and that's why he decided to punch me in the face for 15 minutes.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, your wrestling is the kind of advantage of that kind of thing. It kind of negates the opportunities for the jiu-jitsu. But like I said before, the Mads fight was I think it was a 4-fight win streak you're on anyway. You obviously you lose the decision, but this year you've got an opportunity here to get a couple of more fights back under the belt again and under your belt, and then you've got a chance to possibly put yourself in the picture again for another title shot. You can't be that far off again.
Sort of, apart from some of the new guys that fought last week at Manchester, I think Perry's the only one now that had that sort of a win streak as a featherweight, I believe, sort of thing. Before, obviously, Morgan, who's fighting anyway for the interim title, and myself before I lost. I don't think there's many guys out there that are sort of in my position, sort of thing, with one win. Puts me straight back in the mix, I feel. There's no reason why I'm not still up there. Do you know what I mean? I've a 4-fight win streak, beating most of the guys that they stuck in front of me, which is meant to be the next big thing, sort of thing. Finish those. Well, I didn't finish the guys, but you know what I mean? I won those fights and put myself in a position for a title shot. So, come up against Mads. He finishes everyone first round, second round. No one's really given him a full fight, sort of thing. I didn't really give him the best of fights because he just beat me up 15 minutes. But he couldn't take me down, sort of thing. Didn't finish me. I went the distance. I'm the only one in the division to go the distance with him. So I'm still one of the best in Europe, and a couple wins puts me straight back, like you said, in that title position and ready to go again.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2020 could end similar to the kind of go like the 2019 run. You got the run up, and by the end of the year, you can get yourself back in there for another shot at the title. And like you said, you've got the experience from the first time round where you don't think ahead.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sure Jack would have spoke with you, and all the boys would have spoke with you about it as well. Where you literally have to take one fight at a time.
Yeah, I said this in a couple of interviews leading up to I think it was my last 2 interviews leading up to the fight. I said sort of, all of a sudden I just had this sort of, I can't remember what I said now, but it sort of just messed with my head sort of a little bit. I wasn't really in the mood for it. And then I sort of spoke to Jack and sorted it all out, and then I was sort of ready to fight, and then obviously it happened again with the fight, and then that sort of messed me up. So I know, like you said now, just to take every fight as it comes, which I have done. But when you get put in that position, sort of thing, the world title fight, what can come after winning that, and obviously with it being Mads Burnell as well, who's been in the UFC, sort of thing, and now he's destroying everyone in Europe. And then if I come along, beat Mads Burnell, win the title, UFC's only a few months down the line, sort of thing. It's sort of everything I was just spiraling out of control, and all the what ifs. If I do this, if I do that, what ifs sort of change your life and all this sort of thing, and it's just got too much. So I know that this time just to stay relaxed and treat it like a hobby, like I have done for the last 11 years, just a bit of fun, which is, it turns out I'm very good at it, so just keep on doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's my kind of fun. I was going to say, yeah, people, not everyone's kind of fun though. Not everyone likes to get punched in the face. It is. Yeah, absolutely, and I'm looking forward to this fight with Perry. I'm looking to see what kind of adjustments you've made from a personal level, from what your last experience with Mads, obviously anyone can miss weight. You're not the first person, you won't be the last person. It's not like you consistently were missing weight either. It's not like you just couldn't make weight on all your fights. It happens. There's days where the sweat or the water just does not come off.
Yeah, it was. I was 70 kilos morning of the weigh-ins. 5 hours at home in the bath and the towels. I only lost 2 kilos. Whereas I would normally do, I think the fight before that, I lost 6.5 kilos in 5 hours. And in this fight, for Matt's fight, in 5 hours, I only lost 2 kilos. My body wouldn't let go of it. Again, that could have been because I was stressing too much, thinking about it too much, or who knows. But yeah, 90 grams. it's an expensive. It's the weight of a Snickers bar. It's an expensive Snickers bar. That was.
I was thinking you could have shaved your head,
this is what everyone's probably
crack.
Exactly. This is what everyone was probably thinking. Oh, he only had 90 grams. Why didn't he just go back in? I was running out of time. Do you know what I mean? I used my 2-hour allowance and it still wouldn't come off. So there's nothing I could have done. Another 20 minutes, who knows? But that's the rules, and you live and die by them.
Such as life. Yeah, I look forward to when I heard it now. Like the match with Perry. It's going to be.
It's either going to be a good one or it's going to be, a crap one. Not on my half, that's for sure. I always bring a good fight, but Perry he dances around a lot, which, don't get me wrong, it works. That's his game plan. But if I'm a pressure fighter, Perry likes to back off and hit counters. So he could be running, I could be chasing. It could be one of them fights where we don't ever get to sort of stand and bang it out. But no one who wants to stand and bang it out and get punched in the face? Well, you got to do what you got to do.
The style there, you said, like you say, the backward movement of him in a pressure view. A lot of guys fell into the trap when he did it. They were chasing, and like you said, there, the worst thing you want to do is chase. You want to cut off, and you know that yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a chaser. You see it quite a lot. There people. They walk them down and they circle out and then they circle themselves back to the cage just to follow them. That ain't what I do. I move forward, sidestep. I'll put you against the cage. So we'll just have to wait and see when we.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. You can tune into the fight as well on UFC Fight Pass, which is going to be awesome to watch. Or if you've.
Yeah, I would have fought with the other guys that are on the card, like Paddy, Mason Jones, and then you got the 2 title fights. I would assume they're all going to be the main card. I would assume I'm probably going to be the pro prelim, so probably 8 o'clock for me. So I'll probably be the last fight on either their Facebook stream sort of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because the card order, because they've had a couple of changes, haven't they, with the Italian guys getting pulled out and stuff. So I wasn't sure how many guys are getting in to replace, because Mason Jones hadn't been announced yet either. So.
Oh, did he have an Italian guy?
I think he did. Yeah, I think it was Mason Jones or Richardson. One of the two had this.
I know Paddy had, but Paddy's got a replacement now.
Yeah.
I didn't realise about. Was that Jamie Richardson?
I think it was. Who else was there? There was a couple of guys. There was 3 guys who had guys pulled off them. I can't remember who it was now, but I'm sure. I saw Mason was one of them.
Had a UFC vet, didn't he? Former UFC guy. Can't remember his name. I'm shit at names. There's no point talking to me about names.
Here the fires. I'm just going to jump on the site now. Here we go. Martinez, Borello. Yeah, it was. So Paddy is taking on him. Mason Jones and Corey Tate. That was it. Yeah. So they're still. I haven't heard the announcements yet, but we'll find out. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, tune in. Honestly, it's going to be a sick card. Steve's fighting, obviously, so tune in for him, as I say. Buddy, before I let you go, though, give us your social media, your sponsors, and give a shout out to your guys helping you in a fight camp.
Yeah, so social media is Steve Aimable 455 at Instagram. We've got Aimable 455 on Twitter. My sponsors, we've got MGM Clinics, is my chiropractor. We've got Ashton Roofing. God, Raw CBD, my management, Stone Sports Management. We got my clothing sponsor, Sweeney Dodge Fightwear. Oh God, Whip Street Motors, VC Cook Limited, a waste management company, and just all the guys at BKKs. There's so many to name. It's, we all put the effort in, pushing each other. We've got Emra Somez is fighting on the same card as me as well. He's one of my teammates. He's fighting one of the last guys I fought, Aiden Stevens. So that's going to be a very good fight.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
But then it's a tricky one. If Emra wins and I lose, sort of thing, we start entering the territory where we could be, having to step over each other and step on each other's feet to sort of get to where we want to be. So. But
that won't happen. Both going to
exactly. Yeah, we're both good teammates. Emma's a class guy, sort of thing. That's probably one of the fights I'm really looking forward to. I know both guys very well, so it'll be an interesting fight. I'll tune into that one, everyone. Emma Sonez and Aiden Stephen, be a good fight.
Nice. And honestly, thanks very much for your time, mate. Have a great fight, and probably see you down there.
Yes, mate, definitely. Yeah, try and stick your head out the back or something, or something. We'll sort something out.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
We'll finally meet up or something.
100%. But yeah, definitely see you there, man.